An old Italian saying warns against putting faith or money in any presumed frontrunner ahead of the conclave, the closed-door gathering of cardinals that picks the pontiff. It cautions, he who enters a conclave as a pope leaves it as a cardinal. Pope Francis' passing on April 21st, just one day after Easter, set in motion an ancient and solemn tradition. In just a few weeks, it will reach its climax as 135 cardinal electors under the age of 80 gather behind the sealed doors of the Sistine Chapel. On May 7th, they will begin the secretive conclave to choose a new pontiff, one who must carry the weight of a changing world and lead over 1 billion Catholics into an uncertain future. Imagine the hush inside the Sistine Chapel. Cardinals in crimson robes, hearts pounding. Outside, the world waits, over 1 billion faithful and countless curious onlookers. The next pope will steer the church through tumultuous times, from climate crises and global conflicts to questions of inclusion and identity. But who will emerge from the conclave's secret ballot? Let's dive deeper into the leading contenders and the dramas that could shape the next papacy. At 60, Cardinal Pizzaballa is the Vatican's envoy in the world's oldest battleground, the Holy Land. Picture him walking among pilgrims, mediating between warring factions. He's a Catholic outpost's guardian and a peace broker rolled into one. Fresh to the College of Cardinals, only since 2023, he's free from the Curia's whispered alliances. Could his outsider status and steady calm lure 2/3 of his peers? Or will a lack of Roman intrigue count against him?
Over the past few decades, this tragic reality has come powerful to the fore in the Catholic Church, and extremely grave facts have emerged.
For a dozen years, Cardinal Parolin has shaped Vatican diplomacy in the shadows. Soft-spoken, yet shrewd, he's negotiated with China, championed climate initiatives, and confronted human trafficking head-on. He's the ultimate insider. Every corridor, every protocol, second nature. But the question echoes. In a church hungry for change, will cardinals see him as continuity or stagnation? Kinshasa's archbishop embodies the church's explosive growth in Africa. At 65, Cardinal Ambongo has answered Francis's call to go to the peripheries. He stands at the crossroads of tradition and progress, championing the poor yet opposing new blessings for gay couples. Can he bridge Africa's conservative hierarchy with a church eager for reform? And might his election inspire a continent brimming with promise? Affectionately known as Cheeto, Cardinal Tagle was a sensation in 2013's papal teasers. Now 67, he carries the Philippines in his smile. Amid Manila's teeming streets, he's lived the gospel among the poor. He's guided global synods on family, navigated thorny debates on divorced Catholics, and extended a pastoral hand to LGBT Catholics. Could his genial charisma and deep empathy reshape a Eurocentric church into a truly global one? Known simply as Don Matteo, this 69-year-old Italian is the soul of Rome's Sant'Egidio community. Famed for peacemaking and grassroots compassion, Francis trusts him with delicate missions from Ukraine to migrant rescue boats. Skeptics wonder, would his ties to Sant'Egidio wield too much influence? Yet his blend of street-level charity and Vatican savvy could be exactly what a polarized world needs. Cardinal Erdo speaks softly, but his defense of tradition reverberates. A canon law scholar, fluent in half a dozen tongues, he has rallied Europe's bishops to uphold marriage and family doctrines. In an age of secularizing societies, he warns against watering down the faith. Will the College of Cardinals reward his rigor or reject a return to the old guard? From Lutheran roots to Sweden's first Catholic cardinal, Anders Arborelius brings a unique story of faith rediscovery. At 75, he tends to a growing Catholic minority in secular Scandinavia. He champions women's roles in the church, preaches unity in diversity, and cautions against factionalism. Could his voice of conciliation quell the Conclave's rivalries and guide the church toward genuine harmony? 7 men, 7 paths forward for the world's oldest institution. Progress or tradition? Insider wisdom or fresh perspective? When the white smoke billows, history will be made. Will the next pope echo Francis' reformist zeal or chart a bold new course? Which contender are you rooting for? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because when the Vatican makes history, you'll want to be the first to know.